All right, Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast. So, yeah, still a lot of concentration in your second house of finances and resources. Some of you investments, savings, income from your work or whatnot. So this is the external manifestation of it, but of course the internal manifestation is your self-reliance and your sense of self-worth, and really becoming more aware of what your material values are in life, and your natural gifts that you can cultivate right now to cultivate more of the external material security. So yeah, your ruler of the sun's here. There's a lot of emphasis with this area. But coming into the week, Mercury does trine up to Neptune. So you do get this good receptive energy about this area, especially because Mercury rules the second house for you. So I think a lot of you are very easygoing and receptive about the material life, or again, about your self-reliance and your values. Maybe some of you gaining some insights with that Neptune there. But I think it's just this receptive energy, and it could even be in your relationships, actually, with Neptune in your seventh. A lot of you have been sort of having these experiences about going with the flow, letting go of what's outside of your control with the relationship department, and noticing how everything does come in divine timing here. And this is very much supporting this resourcefulness that is being cultivated at this time. And you may even find it's an easygoing time too for any groups or friends activities around Tuesday. So Wednesday, Mercury then does shift into your third house. So this will be an emphasis for about the next couple months, really, as we start to have these fast movers staggering into your third these next couple months. But your mind is shifting, I think, towards learning practical stuff. Some of you will be getting into more tangible things like language, communication, correspondence, computers maybe, anything that really invokes your practical mind. So really good second half for reading, writing, all of this type of stuff. And I think you'll notice that aligns with where your mind is sort of already going anyways. And I think you'll start to see a lot too, the values of this, the importance of communication, the importance of sharing of information and exchanging, and even your peers perhaps, or your community during this time as well. All right, so yeah, that's the Wednesday shift. And on Thursday, your ruler does conjoin up to Jupiter. So, of all signs, you could be feeling maybe particularly buoyant here around Thursday. Again, your personal chart's going to determine this the most, but Jupiter over the ruler does give us a bit of that, at least inspiration or hopefulness. For you, expressive, right? You're already expressive sign or creative sign if this is like your moon sign or something. But that's all being invoked, right? So you sort of are expanding here. More of who you are is expanding. And you can find that either expressive outwardly or inwardly. And again, channeling that into the resources right now. Maybe some of you, maybe some resources, opportunities, financial opportunities. They've been already sort of there this past year, really. And so this could be another step in the right direction. And of course, with Jupiter just comes the opening of the door, right? Just comes the opportunity. And so it is up to us to walk through that door and to cultivate some of these opportunities. But I think they certainly are there this week for you. All right. And then Friday, Saturday, we do have that Venus squaring up to Pluto energy. So collectively, there is a bit of that challenge, like I was saying, where we're really wanting unconsciously more depth. For you, it could be maybe some fears coming up about your career or your public life in some way, or maybe about some of this practical stuff where your mind's starting to go into, which is third house, right? Communication, etc. So whatever it is, I think it's nothing major. It's just good to face those fears, be as non-attached as you can to your career or productive life, to communication and practical things, and also to the finances, of course, because that's where Venus is. And I think through that non-attachment, you'll find that's very empowering. And I think the key to all of this is really non-attachment, like developing your self-expression, I think is it, because Pluto has been transiting your fifth house, helping you really be non-attached to your self-expression, to having fun, to getting into that creative energy. And so anything you can do to challenge yourself with that might be the key that's unlocking this, what is developing of non-attachment with these other areas here. and taking risks too. With the 5th house, it is about taking risks. Now, don't take any risks you can't afford to take, but maybe something to consider there. All right, so while that's going on, Mercury is sextiling up to Pluto during that Friday, Saturday. So as an undercurrent, I think there is this positive change still occurring with your self-reliance, the material sector. Mercury rules this. Again, positive change probably with groups or friends or anything on that department. Or just feeling quite inspired probably all week, but maybe here Friday, Saturday. So nothing major, but the sextile does ease things up there a little bit. And I think just gives you a bit of that empowering feeling when it comes to your self-reliance, your material values, as well as anything on the more community-based sphere of things, and your aspirations too. All right, so Leo, have a great week. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a personal reading looking at the year ahead, be sure to check out the link on the page. And I will see you all for the next daily forecast. Take care.